Ever feel like all gadgets are just alike? Then meet Rubik's Wow Cube before everyone else discovers it.
The latest Brian Koberger update is the weirdest, wackiest, and silliest headline I've seen since Sarah Boone got caught with 90 slices of cheese under her bed in jail. We all know that he ratted out dangerous inmates, accusing them of harassment and more. We all know that he has complained that he didn't get his chips, candy bars, and gummy worms as soon as he hoped he would get them. But this newest complaint, this one takes the cake. It is absolutely ridiculous. I'll explain everything. Let's get started. So thanks to Fox News, this article headline says, Jailhouse Karen Brian Koberger, Karenberger, complains about prison bananas after quadruple murder conviction. You can't make this stuff up. Goes on to say, convicted killer Brian Koberger was recently accused of throwing a tantrum over the fruit selection at a maximum security Idaho prison, where he is serving multiple life sentences for the murders of 4 University of Idaho students in 2022. The 31-year-old housed at the Idaho Maximum Security Institution has reportedly been, quote, complaining about the type of bananas he's being served. Well, brother, I got some news for you. Kind of bananas you're getting served could definitely be a lot worse. This is according to Chris McDonough, a retired homicide detective employed by the Cold Case Foundation. He says they're not the kind that he likes. I'm not sure if that means they may have some bruises on them and he doesn't like that, or if there is a particular type of banana that he likes, but he's complaining about the food he's getting. I mean, what do we do? Are you getting Dole bananas and you're wanting Chiquita? I mean, what's going on here, Brian? There's not enough green to yellow ratio on my bananas. Look at him. He looks like a little banana. A little doofus. He look like a early stage banana that's not ready to be picked. The Idaho Department of Corrections did not immediately confirm to Fox News which variety of bananas were distributed by the prison and if there was a particular condition or variety Koberger requested. Who cares if there's a certain condition or variety Koberger's requesting? What are we talking about? Yeah, this jumpsuit's 100% cotton. I'm more of a cotton poly blend type of guy. Maybe we could work on that. What are you talking? Yeah, my sheets, they're not really the thread count I'm used to. If we could kind of bump that up. Who gives a crap what he requested? Bananas. McDonough goes on to say, this guy is a quadruple killer and he's complaining about his bananas not being the type that he likes. Koberger, who has now been nicknamed the Jailhouse Karen, what a nickname, filed numerous complaints about his living conditions months after arriving at the prison. According to media reports, Koberger complained about being threatened and harassed by fellow inmates, filed a complaint about not getting all of his food at mealtime, and asked to be relocated to another wing of the prison. The prison is basically saying, well, deal with it. Cameron Lindsay, a prison consultant, previously told Fox News the former criminology PhD student didn't have a, quote, lick of sense, making his time behind bars more difficult with every gripe. If he had a lick of sense, he'd keep his mouth shut, his head down, and maybe over time his welcoming committee will lessen their verbal tirades against him. You know, usually when I hear stuff coming from a prison consultant, maybe I've just had a bad experience listening to one specific one, but I'm always like, what are you talking about? How many years ago were you in prison? Like, things have changed, but they kind of hit it on the head. Yeah. See, and I made a prediction video about Koberger and what his time would be like, assuming he goes into prison and does not act like an absolute idiot, which he is. And so all of that went out the window. It's just the worst thing you could, like, because you're going to spend the rest of your life there. No one is going to want to talk to you. Now, real quick, as you can hopefully tell from this video and even many previous videos before, there's a reason why viewers come to me for the most exclusive takes on what's going on behind bars for every hot true crime story. Just like there is a reason why Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm. Now, they're a firm with over 1,000 attorneys, and that's because they win a lot. And as someone who takes pride in the fact that I deliver exclusive scoops and updates before the mainstream media a lot, and I get there first a lot, I relate with Morgan & Morgan. In the past few months, for example, a client in Florida received $12 million. This is, keep in mind, after the insurance company offered a settlement of $350,000. Again, in Pennsylvania, a client was awarded $26 million, which, by the way, was 40 times the insurer's settlement offer. Even if you think your case is not worth millions, why not just start a claim and fight for what you deserve at least? Because Morgan & Morgan makes it very, very easy. You can start a claim. You can do it on your phone. Just a few clicks on your phone right now. You can start it. If you're injured, you can go ahead and easily start your claim at forthepeople.com/jumpsuit by clicking the link below or by scanning the QR code right here on screen. It's that simple.
Do you guys have any more of those gator knives left?
Wow. You know what? You're in luck. There's only one left.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'll take it.
But I must tell you that if you add one more knife to your order, you get 3 more absolutely free.
Are you serious?
beat them up, they're going to stab them, they're going to kill them. Anything in between those two. Beat them up, kill them, or anywhere in between, right? Probably not. It's probably more likely that it's going to deter a lot of violence that would have otherwise maybe come his way. And here's why. It's the fact that he has demonstrated, and it has been publicly just widespread throughout the prison. Every inmate knows Bryan Kohberger writes an official paperwork complaint and report about somebody walked by my door and farted and it stunk. I'm writing a report. He will report anything. There was a fly in my cell. Report. He will report anything. Nothing ever gets done about it. But it just shows you his commitment and dedication. If he will report the ripeness of bananas, what do you think he'll do if you run up on him and beat his ass or stab him or seriously injure him? You're going down. And see, most inmates operate with violence under the umbrella kind of safety net of knowing most guys in prison care about their reputation. They might be affiliated with a gang. Even if they're not, they want to be respected by the gangs or these other inmates. They want to be respected as a thug and as a hood guy and just a dangerous guy. And, I stick to the code of the convicts and I don't snitch. And so if they go and attack them, they're doing so with the comfort of knowing you're not going to tell on me because your reputation will be ruined. There's no one more dangerous in prison to attack than a guy who doesn't give a crap about his reputation. He don't care. He's complaining about bananas. He's complaining about people yelling and sneezing through his vent. He's complaining about people who burp in his just 20-foot radius. Give me a piece of paper, I'll find something to write a complaint about with it. Challenge me, dare me. I'll figure something out. I promise you. That's he will do anything. And that is a scary thing, believe it or not. I don't care what the movies and TV shows have told you and what these other people have told you. I'm telling you the truth. And I think we're seeing more and more evidence of that today with Charleston White and just like people like that who have publicly confirmed to have been a snitch or snitched. And they have kind of doubled down on that. Despite being, that's something that's looked down upon by their peers with the lifestyle they're associated with. Now they're doubling down. They're like, yeah, I did it. So what? And if you got a problem with that and you want to come do something to me, I'll snitch on you too. And so guess what?
Airbus 22 Juliet requests IFR clearance to Logan Airport.
That's how it works in prison too. Now you can.
Airbus 22 Juliet.
Of course, there are going to be some crazies in there.
Radar vectors merit. Measures filed. Maintain 4000. Expect flight level 210 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 119.2. Squawk 3424.
They get paid enough money.
Cleared to Logan Airport. Radar vectors merit. Then is filed. Maintain 4000. Expect flight level 210 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 119.2. Squawk 3424 Airbus 22 Juliet.
They do not.
Airbus 22 Juliet, read that correct. Contact ground 121.8 when ready for push or start. Ground 121.8 when ready. Airbus 22 Juliet.
Is grass. Okay.
So today, for a limited time, you can get 30 sticks for $36. Here are 3 reasons I know you're gonna love these meat sticks. Number 1 is the quality. So Paleo Valley doesn't cut corners. Now the beef comes from truly 100% grass-fed and grass-finished beef, and the chicken and pork are actually pasture-raised. Number 2 is there's no seed oils in these sticks. So pretty much every other meat stick on the market is going to be preserved using something called encapsulated citric acid. And so we naturally ferment them instead, which makes for a juicy, seed oil-free, and absolutely delicious stick. And number 3, so many delicious flavors. 30 sticks for $36. You can double up 66 for $72. Whatever you do, just try them now, because I know you're gonna love them.
Magnus Pro was a game changer. It made all of your cables disappear with the world's first integrated power supply column, a cable management tray that spans the full length of your desk,
connected.
and modular magnetic accessories that attach almost anywhere, allowing for nearly limitless customization. But not everyone needs the full magnetic power of the Magnus Pro. Introducing the all-new Secoman Magnus Evo. It simplifies everything you love from the Magnus Pro, bringing the best parts from our flagship desk to everyone. Magnus Evo raises the bar for what a sit-to-stand desk can do at this price point.
Flight
Built with
attendants,
the same
outdoors,
obsessive
and
attention to detail as Magnus Pro, with best-in-class cable management and a more streamlined experience than ever before. Like Magnus Pro, Magnus Evo has an integrated power supply column.
Airbus 22 Juliet, ready to copy IFR clearance to Logan.
Their butt is grass.
Airbus 22 Juliet, Newark clearance, cleared to Logan. Radar vectors merit and is filed. Maintain 4,000 feet. Expect flight level 210 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 119.2. Squawk 0063.
Cleared to Logan. Radar vectors merit and is filed. Maintain 4,000 feet. Expect flight level 210 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 119.2. Squawk 0063 at Airbus 22 Juliet.
Airbus 22 Juliet, radar correct. Contact ground 121.8 when ready for pushback.
When you know he's gonna snitch on
Ground
you and say, yeah,
121.8 when ready. Airbus 22 Juliet. Yeah, see you.
Doobie McGee up there in cell 110. It was him.
Airbus 22 Juliet gave Alpha 5 request startup.
Nobody wants
Airbus
to
22 Juliet startup approved. Call when ready for taxi.
It actually buys
Roger,
more
engine start approved. Airbus 22
if
Juliet.
that makes sense. But again, you got some guys in there just don't care. They don't care about their future. They don't care about the long-term outcome. They don't care about how their life eventually unfolds. You know, you got 15 years to do. Well, maybe you'll be 45 or 50. And then what? Maybe you can get out, get a job, meet a nice woman, live a good life, and just, it is what it is. But you got guys who they're never getting out, or they don't care to think that far ahead, and they're just like, I don't know how I'm gonna have enough money to eat ramen noodle soups this week. So this gang leader who hates Brian Koberger is offering me $2,500 to stab him. And yeah, I know he's gonna snitch, but you know what? I don't care. I'll go to solitary confinement. I'll have $2,500 when I get off of solitary confinement. That might be 2 or 3 months from now, but hey, what is time to a guy like me? You know? So you could have that, but I will stand on confidently the fact that with Brian Koberger making so many complaints about such stupid little things, that is going to deter a lot of people. Now, they're not going to like him. They're not going to conversate with him. They're not going to hang out. We're not going to play cards. We're not going to play spades. We're not going to play chess. We're not going to get to know each other. We're not going to share like stories and be buddy and pals. I'm not going to trade my biscuit for your eggs in the morning. We're not going to have any type of socialization. There's no relationship at all socially going on within this cell block between any inmate and him. But that doesn't mean somebody's going to be jumping at the chance to attack him whenever that chance arises, which, trust me, it will. He's 30. He's going to be in there forever. He's got probably anywhere from 20 to 40 more years, maybe 50. Something's going to happen, trust me. At least an opportunity will present itself for something to happen, but they're not going to jump at the chance immediately because you're going down. Whereas just another run-of-the-mill inmate who, you know, I live by the code, I'm a part of the Bloods, I don't snitch, that's against my code. Well, good. I'm going to attack you because I know you're not going to tell on me and I'm not going to get in trouble. It's just going to be a personal thing. And I think I can beat you. Physically, I think I can beat you. So I'm going to do that. And there will be no repercussions. That is why a prison snitch in 2025 is more dangerous than a actual, like, violent, dangerous, like, gang member who lives by the street code, you know? So there's my take on that. Other than that, that's just a little update for you. That's what's going on with Brian. He's not happy with the fruit selection in there. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Until then, I will see you next time.
Working across teams is tough, but Asana helps you handle it. Asana AI can spot roadblocks and assign work to keep everything on track. That's how work gets handled. Visit us at asana.com.
Disclaimer. This video is for commentary and educational purposes only. All individuals are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Any footage used in this video is obtained through public records and falls under fair use for the purpose of reporting, analysis, and public interest.
Not involved, it would be an adamant, I didn't.
I didn't do it. I definitely didn't do it. Like, this is absolutely, this is, you know.
On a spring morning in Chevy Chase, Maryland, 50-year-old Leslie Jennings Preer failed to show up for work, something her coworkers knew immediately was out of character. When officers entered her home to conduct a welfare check, the signs of a struggle emerged almost at once. Blood smeared along the foyer, furniture overturned, and a rug pushed out of place and stained. Upstairs, in the master bathroom's shower stall, detectives found Leslie's body. The violence inside that home was unmistakable, but the person responsible and the reason behind the attack remained hidden for more than 2 decades. It would take advances in forensic genetic genealogy to finally reveal whose DNA Leslie fought to hold on to. This is the interrogation of Eugene Gilgore.
Hi, Eugene.
Hello.
You wanted water, right? Okay.
And I'll be able to,
If we need a break or something, you know. Okay. Thank you. I am Detective Preston. This is Detective DuBois. Hi there. From Montgomery County.
Okay.
I'm sure you're wondering what this is all about.
I would really like to know. This has been really, really hard, whatever's happening.
Well, we're going to get through all of that with you. We just do some paperwork real quick. Yep. Before we can talk to you about anything, we have to read you your rights. So I have some of this filled out already, but what is your physical condition today? You have any injuries? Are you feeling okay?
I mean, I'm feeling a little bit caught off guard, and from the handcuffs, seems to be a lump on my hand. I don't know if it is, but you know, I have no idea. Is it swelling? Is it a blood clot? I don't know.
Okay.
I've been holding my hand above my heart just so hopefully it helps to heal. You know, otherwise, health conditions. I mean, I've been under the weather.
But nothing.
Yeah, I mean, nothing.
All right. Nothing that's clouding your mental judgment or anything like that, though?
I mean...
Anything else?
No.
Okay. And, are you sober right now?
Yeah, I'm 100% sober. I've been sober for years.
We ask everybody. Yeah, these are just the form questions. What is your highest education level?
High school.
Do you speak any other languages?
Not fluent.
Airbus 22 Juliet, request taxi to the active.
All right, I'm going to read this to you.
Airbus 22 Juliet, runway 22 right, taxi via Alpha, Alpha 1, Alpha 2, Alpha 3, Romeo Charlie, Bravo, Romeo Mike.
Remain silent.
Runway 22 right taxi via Alpha. Alpha 1 Alpha 2 Alpha 3 Romeo Charlie Bravo Romeo Mike Airbus 22 Juliet.
One will be appointed for you. You have the right to be taken promptly before a district court commissioner who is a judicial officer not connected with the police. A commissioner will inform you of each offense you are charged with and the penalties for each offense, provide you with a written copy of the charges against you, advise you of your right to counsel, make a pre-trial custody determination, and advise you whether you have a right to a preliminary hearing before a judge at a later time.
HyperX's Black Friday sale is finally here. They sent over the Cloud 3 wireless headset and the Pulsefire Haze 2S for me to check out. The Cloud 3 wireless has crispy audio, is very flexible, and is insanely comfortable. The Pulsefire Haze 2S is super lightweight, glides like a dream, and it even comes in my favorite color. If you've been thinking about upgrading your setup to the next level, this is the perfect time. Products are up to 40% off right now. These are limited time deals, so don't miss out. Shop now at hyperx.com.
Feeling the strain of endless sitting? Lower back pain. Stiff neck. Tight, aching shoulders. Habata E3, 22 ways to adjust. Support wherever you feel tired. Back pain? Adjust in seconds. Feels like hands supporting your lower back. Neck tired? Adjustable headrest. Reliable support, always. Arm fatigue? 360 degrees arm rep adjustment. Stay steady, go all in. Too high or too low. Adjust it exactly how you like. Working. Coding. Creating or gaming. Whatever you do.
All aircraft be advised, information Gulf now current, altimeter 3009er. Airbus 22 Juliet, contact Newark Tower 118.3.
Over to Tower 118.3, Airbus 22 Juliet.
Airbus 22 Julie, yet Newark Tower, wind 255 at 7, fly heading 220, runway 22 right, cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading 220, runway 22 right, cleared for takeoff, Airbus 22 Juliet.
Airbus 22 Juliet, contact Newark departure.
Contact Newark departure, Airbus 22 Juliet. Newark departure, Airbus 22 Juliet 700.
Airbus 22 Juliet, Newark departure, radar contact, climb maintain 10,000 feet, altimeter 3009er.
Climb maintain 10,000 feet, altimeter 3009er, Airbus 22 Juliet.
Airbus 22 Juliet, Newark departure, expect drop up tree, runway 22 left.
Expect rub-out tree, runway 22 left, Airbus 22 Juliet.
Airbus 22 Juliet, turn left, heading 060. Expect further clearance in about 19 miles.
Turn left heading 060 Airbus 22 Juliet.
Airbus 22 Juliet, contact New York Center 118.975, take care.
Center on 118.975 Airbus 22 Juliet. New York Center, Airbus 22 Juliet. Good evening through 7,900 for 1010,000.
Airbus 22 Juliet, New York Center, climb maintain flight level 210.
Climb maintain flight level 210 Airbus 22 Juliet.
Airbus 22 Juliet, turn left heading 355.
Turn left heading 355 Airbus 22 Juliet.
Airbus 22 Juliet, contact New York Center 121.125.
Center on 121.125 Airbus 22 Juliet, see you. New York Center, Airbus 22 Juliet, good evening, through 13,600 feet for flight level 210.
Airbus 22 Juliet, New York Center, copy. Airbus 22 Juliet, clear direct merit, resume all navigation.
Roger, we'll head direct merit, then resume all navigation, Airbus 22 Juliet, thanks.
Airbus 22 Juliet, contact Boston Center 132.3.
Center on 132.3 Airbus 22 Juliet. Boston Center, Airbus 22 Juliet, flight level 210.
Airbus 22 Juliet, Boston Center. Airbus 22 Juliet, contact Boston Center 128.1.
Contact Boston Center 128.1 Airbus 22 Juliet, take care. Boston Center, Airbus 22 Juliet, flight level 210.
Airbus 22 Juliet, Boston Center, roger.
Airbus 22 Juliet. Contact Boston Center 124.85.
Contact Boston Center 124.85 Airbus 22 Juliet. See you. Boston Center, Airbus 22 Juliet. Good evening. Flight level 210.
Airbus 22 Juliet, Boston Center, roger. Airbus 22 Juliet, descend via Roebuck Tree at arrival. Logan Airport landing, runway 22 left, altimeter 29908.
Descend via Roebuck Tree at arrival. Logan Airport landing, runway 22 left, altimeter 29908, Airbus 22 Juliet.
Airbus 22 Juliet, contact Boston Center 1 28.75.
Contact Boston Center 1, 28.75 Airbus, 22 Juliet. Boston Center, Airbus, 22 Juliet, descending via rub up tree, 9600.
Airbus 22 Juliet, Boston Center. Airbus 22 Juliet, contact Boston, approach 120.6, have a good evening.
Contact Boston, approach, Airbus, 22 Juliet. Boston approach, Airbus 22 Juliet, 6,400 feet with the numbers.
Airbus 22 Juliet, Boston approach. Good evening, altimeter 29908, expect rate, our vectors for IL is runway 22 left.
Altimeter 29908, expect rate, our vectors for IL, S runway 22 left Airbus, 22 Juliet.
Airbus 22 Juliet, leave Tarek heading 030, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 22 left.
Leave Tarek heading 030, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 22 left Airbus 22 Juliet.
Airbus 22 Juliet, turn left heading 360 vectors for the approach.
Turn left heading 360 Airbus 22 Juliet.
Airbus 22 Juliet, turn left heading 315.
Turn left heading 315 Airbus 22 Juliet.
Airbus 22 Juliet, 4 miles from Noli, turn left, heading 240, maintain 3000 until established on the final approach course, cleared ILS runway 22 left.
Turn left heading 240 3000 until established, cleared ILS runway 22 left Airbus 22 Juliet.
Airbus 22 Juliet, contact Boston Tower 128.8.
Contact Tower 128.8 Airbus 22 Juliet, take care. Boston Tower, Airbus 22 Juliet, ILS runway 22 left.
Airbus 22 Juliet, Boston Tower, wind 255 at 12, runway 22 left, cleared to land.
Runway 22 left, cleared to land. Airbus 22 Juliet.
$2,500. $1,000. Traffic. $400. $400. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Retard.
Exit right at Charlie. Airbus 22 Juliet.
Auto brake off.
Airbus 22 Juliet, contact ground 121.75.
Ground 121.75, Airbus 22 Juliet. Airbus 22 Juliet, request taxi to company gate.
Airbus 22 Juliet, gate Bravo 32 taxi via Charlie. Hold short runway 22 right.
Gate Bravo 32 via Charlie. Hold short runway 22 right, Airbus 22 Juliet.
Airbus 22 Juliet, cross runway 22 right at Charlie. Continue taxi via Charlie, Alpha.
Cross runway 22 right at Charlie. Continue taxi via Charlie, Alpha. Airbus 22 Juliet.